let's just pretend we're kids again. Ooh, if you don't already do it, please. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you 5 healthy habits that I swear by. I do these things on a daily basis, well, at least I try to, and they've allowed me to create a really healthy, sustainable lifestyle that fuels me, that allows me to be energized and positive on a daily basis. So I really hope that these tips and habits help you and inspire you to incorporate some of these things into your lifestyle, because, you know, there's so many fad diets out there, there's so many crazy workouts, but the habits I'm going to share with you today have allowed me to sustain a healthy lifestyle in the long term, and that's what I am so passionate about, because, you know, there's so much misinformation in the health and fitness industry, and I really want to try cut through that and share with you things that actually work and that are going to really help you to have a really positive relationship with your own body, and allow you to live your best life. I mean, your health is probably the #1 most important thing, both physical and mental health. Like, you've got to take care of yourself first before you can help others. So I'm really, really passionate about health and fitness. Anyway, let's jump straight into the habits. I really hope this can help you in some way. So #1 is to move your body in some way. So, you know, it's not going to be an intense exercise routine every single day, because your body does need rest, but moving your body in some way every day is super, super beneficial. You get that amazing endorphin rush after a workout, but you also feel more energized and more positive if you spent the time to take a bit of time out from your day and actually work on yourself, work on your health and fitness. It's super important. So personally, I train in the gym between 4 to 5 times a week, but on my other days, I'm still doing something. You know, I might not go to the gym, but I might go for a walk outside, or do some yoga at home, or some stretching, or just some way to move your body. It gets the blood pumping, it's great for your circulation, as I said before, great for your mood, and I really find that exercising benefits my mental health just as much as it benefits my physical health. So that is like one of the top tips, is to move your body in some way every day. And this is going to look different for everyone. So, you know, you might not love the gym, you might prefer going for a bicycle ride, or going for a swim, or, you know, doing a Pilates class, or whatever it might be. Just moving your body in some way every day is an amazing habit to incorporate into your life. So if you struggle to do that, a really great tip is to make yourself accountable. So that might be, you know, getting a health coach, a personal trainer, or it might simply be writing into your diary the times that you're going to go and exercise. I found that I'm so much more likely to get my exercise in if I plan it ahead of time, because obviously, like, we're all busy people, we've all got stuff going on, but if you prioritize your health by putting into your diary certain times that you're going to exercise, you're way more likely to do it, because you're keeping yourself accountable. But as I said, you know, if you need some external source to help you be accountable, you can, you know, get a fitness coach, or get a personal trainer, or someone that is going to, you know, keep you accountable. Another great tip is getting a workout buddy. I've recently started working out with some friends at the gym, and it's a really great way to make sure I get into the gym at a specific time, get the workout done, because obviously you're coming in at the same time. So that's a really great tip as well if you struggle to get your workouts done. All right, on to tip #2. This is to drink 2 liters or more of water every day. Drinking water is so important. I mean, most of us know the majority of our body is made up of water. We need water in our body to help with our digestion, to help our skin. So many functions in our body rely on water. It's very, very important. It also prevents headaches. So many things. Honestly, water is so important. It's so underrated. It also helps with muscle recovery. So I make sure that I have a water bottle with me at all times. My mum actually taught me this. She always had a water bottle wherever we went. And so now I do this myself, and it's such a great habit to have. And as I said before, 2 liters at a minimum. So that's for a sedentary person, or someone that does really light activity. Whereas if you're more of an active person like myself, you actually need more than 2 liters. So yeah, getting onto that water is so important. My top tip is just having a water bottle with you wherever you go, because then you can always fill it up. You always have it there if you need a sip. And yeah, most of the time, I heard this once, most of the time when you actually start to feel thirsty, you're already starting to be dehydrated. So keeping that water intake up the whole day is super important. yeah, if you get one thing from this video, remember to take a drink bottle with you everywhere. And you know, something that helps with that is actually having a drink bottle that you enjoy. So I've recently been given these hydroflask drink bottles and I love them. And it reminds me to take it everywhere because I honestly just love the look of them and they work really well. So I have this one, which is a gym style one. So it's nice and thin, fits into cup holders. And then I also have this bigger one. It's just under a litre in capacity. So this is really good for having at home and just like sitting at my desk when I'm working. It reminds me to have a sip all the time, so it's really good. But yeah, investing in a drink bottle that you actually really like is going to help you because, you know, you've spent the money buying that drink bottle, now you're going to want to take it everywhere with you. And yeah, that's just like such a great habit, is taking your drink bottle everywhere you go, making sure you drink that 2 litres plus of water. It's super important. If you don't already do it, please get some water out right now and have a sip because it's really important. Alrighty, on to habit number 3, and this is all about sleep. So getting 7+ hours of sleep per night. This is so important for so many things in your body. Just like water, sleep is just so underrated and it's so important. So sleep helps regulate your hormones. Sleep helps reduce levels of cortisol. Sleep helps with muscle recovery. Sleep helps with brain function. You know, if you're not sleeping enough, you often feel very foggy, more forgetful. There's just so many things that sleep impacts, and it's just so incredibly important. If you are not getting 7 hours or more of sleep, I highly recommend rethinking your whole schedule. The best way for me personally that I've found a lot of success with getting a good amount of sleep is having a similar bedtime every night and a similar wake up time in the morning. If you're constantly moving around your schedule, it's really hard for your body to recognize when it's tired and to get into bed at the right time. So if you set yourself a bedtime, like let's just pretend we're kids again and have a bedtime. It's honestly so great for your body to have a regular sleep schedule. So for me personally, what I found, going to bed at around 10 o'clock and then waking up around 6 o'clock is ideal for me, and my body loves that. And I start to feel tired before 10 o'clock nowadays because I'm used to going to bed at that time. So in the beginning, it might be a little bit hard, but once you get into a routine, honestly, you will get tired and you will have better quality sleep, and it will be so worth it for your whole body, physically, mentally, just everything. Sleep is so important. Another tip to help you with sleep, if you do struggle with this, is to have a nighttime routine. So what I've been doing recently is trying to switch off from screens at least half an hour before I go to bed. I find that it allows me to get a lot more tired. If I'm on my phone in bed, I could stay up for hours, honestly. Like I could stay up past midnight if I'm on a laptop or a phone when I'm in bed. I could watch Netflix, I could watch YouTube for hours. But if I put away my screens for at least half an hour before I'm meant to go to sleep, that really helps so much. I get so much more tired. Obviously the blue light, everyone knows that that's a bit of a problem. But yeah, something like reading or journaling or drawing or just like talking with your partner or like your family members, doing something that's away from screens for at least half an hour before bed is going to be so helpful. So if you struggle to get to sleep at a good time, try that, and yeah, create a nighttime routine. Like, you know, you brush your teeth, then you get into bed, then you get your book out and you read your book for 20 minutes. Having a nighttime routine that's specific to you is going to be so beneficial and really help you get into that nice sleep cycle. All right, that's habit number 3. Let's go on to number 4. So number 4 is regular meal prepping. This has been such a game changer for me because honestly, one of my favorite things in life is food that's both healthy and delicious. And I love cooking, so I've really gotten into cooking and I've developed quite a few different recipes that I know how to make. They taste delicious, and it's really just so amazing to have meals in the fridge ready to go when you need them. So what I tend to do is make a large meal and then have leftovers for the next couple of days. I know some people do like to meal prep a whole week's worth of food in advance, but I personally love cooking, so I like to cook every couple of days. So what I do is I'll make dinner or I'll make a big lunch, and then I'll have a few extra meals for the coming days. And I find that so helpful. It means I only have to cook probably once every 3 days, which is great. Like, you know, it saves time, saves money, you're getting in healthy, nutritious meals. Yeah, meal prepping is a game changer. I do have quite a few videos on some meal preps that I've done on my channel, so I'll link them up there and in the description box below if you want to check them out. But yeah, there's so many videos on YouTube about meal prepping, and It's honestly game changing. Highly recommend getting into it. If you want to start out slow, something I do recommend is just making an extra portion of your dinner and then having that for lunch the next day. It is so helpful if you just already have a meal that you can grab and go for lunch. It's just, I just can't, it's just so good. You just have to get onto it if you don't already. It will be a game changer, and you'll find that you feel a lot more fueled because you're not having takeout so much. Like honestly, sometimes the stuff they put in takeout is really bad. Like they put so much oil, not that oil's bad, I love using oil, but they just a lot of the time overload it. And yeah, highly recommend getting into meal prep if you haven't already. All right, now onto the final tip, and this one is probably the most difficult and one of the most important ones. This is all about mindset. So a habit that I do on a daily basis is checking in with myself. So usually this happens when I feel a negative emotion. So when I feel stressed, when I feel anxious, when I feel sad, depressed, frustrated, any of those emotions, usually I'll check in with myself and be like, why am I feeling this way? And if it's something that I can control, then I try to relax and to try to change the outcome in a more calm way. But if it's something I can't control, just the fact that you realize that is so helpful, because you can release that pressure. You know, if it's something crazy that's happening outside and there's nothing you can do about it, and you realize that, you start to regain a sense of calm and a sense of peace, because you recognize that your emotions, like yes, you can feel them, but they're not going to change the outcome. So it really helps me to release that pressure and that stress when I realize that it's outside of my control. So another thing you can do when you check in with yourself is reframing your thoughts. This is so incredibly important. If you haven't tried this already, please give it a go today. So if you think of something negative, so say I look at myself in the mirror and I think my hair looks bad today, or my outfit looks weird, or I don't like the look of my face today, or whatever it is, if you reframe that and say, I love myself, I'm strong, I'm powerful, I'm confident, you actually start to believe those things. And in the beginning, it might feel kind of weird to do, but I actually do it, I would say, on a daily basis now. Like if I have a negative thought, I stop myself, I check myself, and then I say something positive. And that's like rewiring your brain. It definitely takes a long time to get used to doing it, but I would say I started about 4 years ago doing this, and it's been so transformational. I know it sounds a bit cliche, but it honestly has been so transformational in my mental health. Like I am such a much more confident person now than I was 4 or 5 years ago because of doing this. Like it literally rewires your brain to think more positive things. Like I used to have so many negative thoughts. I used to look at myself in the mirror and like tear myself apart when I was 17, 18. But I changed that, and now if I do, I recognize it and I try to change it. And I'm not saying like I only think positive things now. That's so not true. I still have negative thoughts, but by checking yourself and asking yourself, why am I thinking this? Or by reframing it into a more positive light, it changes your life, and it's such a great habit to have. I'm so grateful that I, heard about, reframing and checking in with myself and being conscious of my thoughts a few years ago, because I'm in such a better place mentally now because I've stuck to it and I've kept reframing things. So I'll think, I can't do this, I'm not good enough, and then I'll replace that with, I can do this, I am good enough, I'm strong, I'm confident. And yeah, just saying those positive things to yourself is a game changer, such a great habit to get into. As I said, I know it might feel a bit weird if you don't really do it very often, but once you get into the habit of it, your whole mind frame will change. And yeah, lastly, I just want to say that obviously no one's perfect. We're all still going to have negative thoughts, but by recognizing them, allowing them to pass through, still feeling them, but trying to change your perspective, it's just so great. I have gotten a lot more perspective with things nowadays. When bad things are happening, I can try to step back a bit and see it from a big picture. Honestly, the stuff that happens to us in day-to-day life is so not important most of the time. If someone honks their horn at us, or someone in a shop says something mean to you, most of the time it's their problem. and they're just projecting their insecurities and their pain and their hurt onto you. And if you have the perspective that it's not your fault and that you can step away from it and just realize that you're feeling these things because, you know, maybe someone else has a problem, not you. Just taking that step back, perspective. But yeah, the actual habit is checking myself. So I will check in, I'll be like, why am I feeling this? Is it under my control? Is it outside of my control? And then also reframing those thoughts. So helpful. I hope this video has helped you in some way. These are my top 5 healthy habits that I honestly swear by. I literally do pretty much all of them except for meal prepping. That's more like a weekly thing or every few days. But most of these habits I do on a daily basis, and I honestly believe they have changed my perspective on life, my health, my fitness. They've really just allowed me to live a healthy lifestyle that's sustainable and that I love. And that is it for this video. I really hope it has helped you in some way and you enjoyed it. If you have any other healthy habits that you do yourself and you think I might benefit from, or anyone else watching this video might benefit from, let us know in the comments down below. I'd be really interested to see what healthy habits you guys have. I hope to see you all in my next video. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button down below. I really appreciate it. And I really want to make videos that you guys enjoy. So also let me know if you have any video recommendations for future videos. And that's about it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!